There's breaking news afoot, and you might not look at the world the same way after I'm done telling it to you. This is the biggest news in America since the Snowden leaks, and this makes that look like middle school gossip, just some trivial shit. What if I told you there was a cheater in the House of Caravan speedrunning community? There's no way you'd believe me. You'd recoil in your chair, vomit, and laugh it off. Ha ha ha, it's just a ghost story around the campfire. This isn't real, right? Well, what if I had proof? What if I did say it is indeed real? Many of you know I don't hold the House of Caravan speedrunning world record anymore, unfortunately. I am in 3rd place. But what if I wasn't? What if I told you the first place guy, Third Nugget, faked his run and it's been confirmed? The hound of the speedrunning community, J-Mac, was on the case. He smelt cum in the water and he pounced. He knew there was something awry with the footage, so he spent countless hours and sleepless nights analyzing it tirelessly, connecting the dots, putting sticky notes on a cork board with ribbons that are connecting them all to the middle, and then he sends it away for forensics testing to the top experts in America. And what do we find? Not only is the footage slightly sped up, it's actually spliced. The run's a fake. The man's a phony. Now I know what you're thinking. You don't believe me. It can't be. A cheater in the House of Caravan speedrunning community? That's a sacred art. No one would dare defile something like that. The Lord made the world, and he made the world because he wanted to see House of Caravan speedrunning reach its apotheosis, which it has, mind you. He wanted to see HOC, as we call it in the community, pushed to its absolute limits, beyond what mortals thought capable. And we've reached that point. And this simpleton, this Cro-Magnon had the gall, the chutzpah, to drop a fucking steaming load on this community? That just doesn't sit right with me. We're a tight-knit community of House of Caravan speedrunners. We're an extra small condom on an extra large dick. And this man thinks he could pull a fast one on us like this? Now, don't just take my word for it. Let's analyze the footage together and I'll show you that it's sped up and spliced. And I'm going to play it in real time here. This is the video that's currently on YouTube disgracing the website. The first dead giveaway that it's faked should have been bandicam.com. You know 2 things about somebody that uses bandicam to record things. A, they're a psychopath, and B, they're a fucking psychopath. It'd be less insulting if he used unregistered Hypercam 2 to record this. Now, that's the end of the run right there. At first glance, it really doesn't seem fishy, but I think using Bandicam's horrible recording quality, making it all choppy, was all part of the plan to make it harder to see what's really going on here. So let's take this more closely. Let's look at this through a real fine-combed toothbrush. Let's put this fecal sample under the microscope and see if Third Nugget's name is on it. Now here's a run from a hard-working American good boy, me in the top right, versus his run on the bottom left. 2 big differences: he's using Bandicam. I'm using Realman software, OBS. Now there's a few things I want you to pay attention to here. Notice how his movement is just slightly faster than mine, which makes no sense because you can't go past the default speed, thus you had to speed up the footage by something not noticeable like a 0.2%. Not something blatantly obvious where it's sped up 100% looking like Looney Tunes out here, but something just subtle enough to make a really big difference in a game that's speedrun is so short. The next thing I want you to pay attention to is the key. When it pops up saying a key, notice how his message goes away significantly faster than mine. Thus another indication that the footage is sped up. And now in the darkness is when he splices it, where it's really hard to see. But you can tell he splices it because 1 second he's just outside the wall, the next second he's at the door, basically. That's impossible. He has no movements in between there. He just fucking teleports there. He's not the Nightcrawler. He didn't do anything. He just spliced the footage there to make it much, much faster. Now, if the side-by-side footage and explanation still isn't enough to convince you there's a cheater in the House of Caravan speedrunning community, I don't blame you. I'd still want more proof. I totally understand. So let's go ahead and get it right from the source. Let's hear it right from the chess master's anus. J-Mac called him out on it, and he folded immediately. He didn't even try to put up any facade or anything. He just said, yep, you know what? You're right. Kablammy. And that's how you fucking do it. Not many people know this, but J-Mac is an ex-FBI interrogator, one of the best in the business. You weren't going to hide the truth from him, so you made a good decision just spitting it out right there, right then and there. Now, I know it's hard to believe. A cheater in the House of Caravan community? Who would have so little respect for the universe as a whole as to do something like that? I've been asking myself the same question all day since J-Mac told me. It's sickening, really. Now, what this means is I'm no longer 3rd place in House of Caravan speedrunning history. I'm 2nd. Unfortunately, Low Flying Goat's record run is still standing. Upon very close inspection, it's a real run. There's no foul play there, unfortunately. None that we could detect. Now, to all the mainstream media outlets watching this video, CNN, Daily Mail, The Sun, Independent, all of you, I know you're watching. There's no way you'd pass up on a story this big, so I just want you to know right now, we're not all like this. We don't promote cheating in any shape or form. We're vehemently against it. And please don't use us as a scapegoat the next time tragedy strikes America. Let's say a milkman goes on a rampage and he just so happened to watch some House of Caravan speedrunning. Don't blame us. It's not our fault. So, I mean, that's it, really, and I'm sorry if this ruined a lot of your days. I know it's going to be hard to have a good day now after learning that there was a cheater in this community, but the truth had to come out. This is much bigger than the Billy Mitchell case. Much, much bigger. So, yeah, that's it. See ya.